Oh, she said she laid down and she fell asleep.
I hear you, girl.
Poor girl.
Man, I remember that being so done.
Totally.
Like
we can't. Me and
can't.
Brittany were talking. We can't believe how fast you bounce back and you can multitask and you get all this stuff done.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So my husband has not enjoyed it because I have been staying up late to do it because the kids go to bed at like 8, and so I stay up till like 11 or 1, but he won't go to bed without me. And like I don't go. It was just one of those things that like we decided if we're home, then we go to bed at the same time, you know. And so he's like, I hate this. I'm like, I'm sorry. I need to be a mom. Like if I can't be a mom first, then I feel like everything else just falls apart. So, sorry. Oh, hey, look, it kept everything up for me. That's nice.
Okay, and actually, we're not using Excel for this either. There's too many variable things. So this, we might have to enter this stuff in. I don't know. Let's start doing it.
Okay. Go to the quiz. Yes and yes. Okay.
What?
Did you guys read about that?
How to format the Excel? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at the very bottom of 19 in the summary, it tells the answer kind of in lesson 19.
Down. Oh, down by the answer the question and stuff. Okay.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay.
Anyway, so the null hypothesis is always that they are independent.
Yeah, and the alternative is that they're not.
Yes.
Right?
Let's see. Okay, and then same right above that in the summary, it tells about the degrees of freedom.
Okay, the degrees of freedom part, I think I was overcomplicating. Hold on, Henley.
You know?
That's the worst nap time, and you can't find their comfort, whatever it is.
There's
Okay.
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Guys. Sorry.
You're okay.
Do you remember Blake's blanket is?
Hey, Beth.
Rose, yes.
You know how you were just saying the degrees of freedom, you were making it complicated?
Yeah.
I was too, especially because I just wanted to have it be 1 minus, you know what I mean? Like the sample size -1. And so I took some notes on it, and it just said the degrees of freedom does not depend on how many subjects are in the study for this. And it's just the number of rows -1 and the number of columns minus
-1.
So it's like two different things. And that's at the very bottom of.
Yeah, in the summary. I was just reading that part. Okay, so then
I
it's.
just like the note that they said that the number of degrees of freedom does not depend.
See, and that to me, like, I feel like it should, and that's what I kept getting. I think that's why I keep getting hung up on it.
Yeah, so we just use the formula for that one.
Okay.
Okay, and then Emmy, we're on 19, and we've just done 3 and 4, and actually, Beth, you kind of missed out on those too.
Okay, so for.
I mean, not Beth, Brittany.
Oh, I was gonna say. I did. I was here.
Okay.
So I got 3.
Okay, Emmy, do you have yours pulled up yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my son doing my notebook. Surprise.
So 3 is C.
Yes.
And then the summary has the other one.
Yeah, the summary has both of them, actually.
Yeah. So it's D. It's the third one for 4, right?
Yeah.
C, right? Because there's only 3.
Yeah.
All right, so the number of rows. So do we do like Republican, Democratic, Independent? So it's 3 minus 1 times 2 minus 1? Or am I still getting this wrong?
See, I don't know if it's male
So-
versus female, Republican versus Democrat, or if you add them up. You know what I mean?
So number of rows, number of columns.
Not including the totals, right?
Okay, I have a dumb question. Is columns columns are vertical?
Yeah. Like columns that hold up a house and like the porches and
Oh,
stuff
good.
go up and down.
Okay.
That's how I remember it.
Ask that.
So is it 3 or is it? Do we include the total or just the female and male and Republican, Democrat, and Independent?
Oh, yeah. So number of rows and number of columns.
I remember explaining which one's rows and which one's columns. Let's see. So it says on SPSS, it would say move location or whatever your row variable is into the box labeled rows, and then motivation into the box columns. So that was for the chiropractor.
Wait, yeah, but we're not there yet, right?
No, I was just trying to reference it and see if I could make sense between the two. Sorry.
Okay. Like, so number 7, it's going to make us get a test statistic and a p-value and all that. So maybe we need to put this in SPSS and put the information in there. Because we might not have to do this by hand. It might have the degrees of freedom in there.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
if
I think it does. Okay.
Because it usually does when we do something in SPSS. So, so now we have to do a new one. So Brittany, did you look that up? How we do a new chi-square test, whatever, SPSS?
Yeah, I like read through it.
Did you see we can also do it in Excel, this says?
I think
really?
it'd be easier just
Oh, no, SPSS.
doing it.
Yeah, you're right, Emmy. And I saw that Amber wrote that this class is using SPSS for this. You can use Excel, but this class chose to use SPSS for this. So it must just be Brother Boss likes that.
Okay, so you guys are just at the point where you pulled up the information, correct?
Yes.
Wait, how do I do that?
The chiropractor thing, you just opened up chiropractor and SPSS, right?
Oh, yes, so it's the same one.
But then Brittany's going to walk us through how to do a new one, like where we put our own one in, which is the SPSS test of independence. Right?
Brittany, is that what you're doing?
I don't know if I'm strong enough to walk you guys through it.
Or tell us where we're finding it and maybe we can do it together.
I think I found it. Let me tell you where I found it.
So do we hit new?
I feel like there should be a link for that in our notes to a new one.
So we're at
A chi-square test.
isn't it just in our notes where it says SPSS to do?
The instructions.
Yeah. Under 3.
Are you trying to do the chi-square thing?
Yes.
So
I
first
think
we need to weight the cases. So we go to
Yeah.
data and then weight the cases. And then once we do that,
So do I open a new one though?
Yeah, I'm confused about that too, because it said we need chiropractor, so I opened that up. Are we waiting the cases from the chiropractor? Because this one isn't about chiropractor.
I think we're just doing.
What's the name of it again? Chiropractor? Just only chiropractor?
Well, that's in our quiz. It just said that we'd be using that for this test, but that isn't for this one. That's the one that we're going to be using for questions like 10 through 14. So that's what we're wondering, what data set to open, but I know that we have to enter in our own, so that's why I was wondering how to do a new one.
Yeah, because I thought all it has in the test, all it has in the notes is to do that data weight cases, and then,
But
it
we need
says
to enter our data in first.
So can we just?
We need to just open a new one. Yeah, because I kind of read about that we're going to have to put the new data in there. So if we just go to.
So it's customary to put questions in the columns, and the results from each person are listed as rows. This is very different from the structure of the contingency table above.
So go to File, New, and Data. And then we can do our own.
Your little guy?
Data set.
Yeah. Hold on just 1 second. I need to get him really.
Is this because I haven't had babies in a long time? I totally tuned that out and was not paying attention.
Did you really? Oh, that's so funny.
Maybe you just got better at letting them cry out than we have.
Oh my gosh.
Because you really, I've had both where you have to just let them cry it out, but it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank learned pretty quick. Henley will just scream until she is literally like blue.
I've done both ways, but.
I've had to do both for like the different kids, and it broke my heart for my first one to cry it out, but we would have died.
If I've done everything for them and it's nighttime and they're supposed to sleep, I didn't do this until my fourth, but she was 8 weeks old, and the first night I let her cry for an hour. The second, and I sat on the stairs and I cried while she.
That was totally me.
The second one was 5 minutes. The second night, and the third night she slept through the night from 8 weeks, her whole life.
No way.
Yes.
Henley, you hear that? You've got 2 more days.
Oh, she's gone.
Not with Tank, he did really good, but that kid, he would eat, and I tried doing that, like adding an hour, and then one time I got to like 2 hours and he just would not stop crying, so I went in and fed him and he clomped, and I was like, no, like, you're not going to get fed to sleep every night. But he, like, I called my pediatrician about it, and I was like, he just wakes up screaming, and if I feed him, he's fine. And he's like, because you have like a 5-pound 6-month-old, he needs food. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He's 26 pounds. Like, can he survive?
So how are you guys entering this information in?
I don't know. I just tried, and it says that it's not. I didn't do it.
Sorry, it's too loud.
What just happened?
So, do female and male need to be at the top?
Well, I just tried to do it. No, Dad is.
Okay, because it's classified by gender.
I don't know how to do these in this process.
Okay, where are we at? Sorry.
We don't. Brittany was gone too. We've always done is pull up a blank data set, but we're trying to figure out how we enter in data for this, like how we put it in a. So I'm looking at the one that's from the chiropractic data, and you guys see there's like reasons down one side, and then location, and then count.
So I'm a bit confused. Why How come we're just not like just doing like the crosstab and the chi-square?
I just don't know how to get it. So that's what we're asking. How do we open up a new one?
Okay, so you just open up like just a regular one, and then you just go to data, and then weight cases if you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, but I did that.
Okay, but what are you waiting cases of? Chiropractic or what? Brittany, it's really loud there. I
So
don't know.
It's loud for me.
Yeah, we hear kids
What?
screaming.
Oh,
you're waiting the
There,
case
that's
on the count. So
So
once
you're
you go on the
under
weight
diagnostic
case,
data?
Wait, where do I find that?
so you go to data, and then
Okay,
you
but-
scroll all the way down to the
Yeah.
What are you
bottom where
on
it
before you get to
says
data?
weight.
What's that, Mom?
Amy? What are you on before you get to data? I'm sorry?
Here we Hello?
I don't know if I was breaking up or if you were, but what
Amy was
data
breaking
set
up.
am I on before I do the weighted cases thing?
I can't hear what you said. Sorry. My connection's bad right now.
Yeah, because it says you must have data in the data editor to complete this action.
Yeah, so what data are we using? That's my question.
I don't know what you guys mean by that, because I just pulled up like the data.
Where it says
Like
open
I just
data.
opened
Did you say you opened the chiropractic data?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do we
I
do?
just opened, and then you go to data, and then you scroll all the way down to weight cases.
But doesn't it say for the next 7 questions, please use the following information, which is the Republican, Democrat, and Independent.
Yes.
So I think we just need to open a new one, type this information in it, and then use it like that.
I think so too. Because I read that somebody wrote it on the questions for the class, and it said, how do we do that? You know, when we don't have data, and they said for this unit, you are going to have to enter your own data into SPSS. They said, usually we give it to you, but for this one, we're not going to have to, and it's not going to be very complicated. And then looking at the quiz, it isn't very complicated. That question, you know what I mean? There's not that much data.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we just need to type that in and then do it like the rest. It's just basically getting our own data is what they're showing us type thing.
So what are you putting for columns and what are you putting for rows and all that? Because I don't think that table is the right way we should do it.
What question are you guys on?
5.
I'm really lost right now.
Number 5.
Lesson 19, number 5.
I know, but I don't understand, like, why do we have to change or add, like, new Excel sheet?
Look at above which question is it? It says above question 3. It says for the next 7 questions, please use the following information, and then it has that voting preference column. So we have to be using that for the next 7 questions, not the chiropractor one.
Oh, that is
Change.
totally. I was so lost. I was like, why aren't you guys doing that?
So
Okay, why don't you just go to File, New?
Yeah, that's what we just started. So we just started a new one. And now we're just wondering what to put in which columns.
I think you have to do it separate mid by female, like male in 1, 2, 3 and female by 1, 2, 3. So
Okay.
because I just tried to do it like exactly how this thing has it, and it doesn't work. So I think for like variable 1, put all of the women in, and then for variable 2,
Oh,
put all of the men in.
okay. So
So
then are
in
you
a
going?
column, In column 1, enter your
Female,
female variable,
Republican.
and then independent, yeah.
So you guys just did file new, and then you're just doing it in like the Excel. You don't have like
Not Excel.
not Excel. I'm sorry, in the spreadsheet. So you have it's open, and so are you putting under like it says like name, type, width? Am I making sense?
I don't see name, type, width. I'm just on a untitled data set, and there's 1 through 14 on the side, and then there's variables across the top. And so
That's what I
variable
did
one-
have. Okay, and then I clicked
variable
on
one
it.
is female, and variable 2 is male.
Where did you guys go? So you went to file new and then it gives you options. Where
File new and
What?
data. File new data, and then you just have a blank data set there.
it's not
Ew,
giving me
I
that option.
Look though, I clicked on. If you look at the bottom tabs, there's a data view and a variable view. I
So are
had
you going to
accidentally,
the variable?
I had accidentally clicked variable. So if anybody else is lost, that's an option.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did that last one too.
So under data view, I typed a couple different things in, but at the top, when you type something in and hit tab, then it says variable 1 and variable 2. So do male, female, and then male need to be at the top because those are the variables?
Yeah, I just left them as variable 1 is female, variable
Right.
2 is male.
But then where are we putting Republican, Democrat, Independent? Like, I'm trying to go off of looking at the chiropractor one, and they have like reason, location, and count, which I like that because then we could have, you know, different categories like that, but I don't know how to set it up. I guess the variables they're saying are reason, location, and count. So our variables could just be male and female.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it'd be easier if you kind of independent and then have male and female as like the options. Like, does that make sense? So like the columns would be Republican, Democrat, and Independent, and then in those columns they'd have female
Okay.
on the graph on the quiz. Does that make sense? Or am I
Yeah,
just
that's it.
speaking nonsense?
Now,
Why can I not figure out how to like analyze, graph, or transform something? What do I
your
do?
birthday.
Did you already put your stuff in there though,
Yeah.
Look the rows and there's no.
Beth?
Yeah, I did.
So how did you do your graph? I mean, how did you do
So
your?
I'm trying to. I just did for variable 1, I did females. For variable 2s, I did males, and I didn't do any of the totals because I don't want them to skew data.
But did you do the? How did you do Republican, Democrat, Independent? You did those down the side?
No, I'm just doing Republican is number 1, Democrat is number 2, and Independent is number 3. I'm just remembering them because I can't label them.
I don't understand.
I just didn't use labels. That's all. Simple random sampling.
What are you guys doing, Brittany and Amy? Do you have any idea?
I don't. I feel like I'm lost.
Me too.
My internet's being.
Are you
Like
on the
it's-
virtual computer? Because mine's like sludging. Okay, so I read somewhere, let's see, how to divide what for what. Let's see. So where it says, I feel like it will say it here, it says, to conduct this test in SPSS, we must first organize the data in a format that SPSS requires. Then it goes down to say,
I think we might.
you-
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I think we might need to go to that variable view that you were saying because it tells how many columns we're supposed to have and all that. And maybe it would make more sense there because there we can name the variables. Remember how Beth said she wasn't going to name them and she was going to ignore that part?
Yeah.
If you go to your variable view, you can actually name the variables.
Okay, so go to variable. That's where I found the name type. Okay. So then on name.
Female for the first one, do you think? Or
Right. No, I think it's Republican, Democrat, and Independent.
okay, because that can be 3 things.
Yeah.
So we are doing it across, not up and down, Republican, Democrat, Independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to go ahead and name it in the variable view, not the data view, because you can't put a name on a column unless you go to the variable view.
Okay.
So Republican, Democrat, and Independent. Is that the other one?
Yeah.
And so we are at the column section, and in 1, 2, and 3, we're writing those things, right?
Under variable view. Look at the bottom, variable view, not data view. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, the data, weight cases by council. What do I weight cases by? I don't have a count.
Okay, then when you go back to data, it does have them across the top. Okay.
Okay, but then so if you look under chiropractic and click on their variable view, it says reason, location, and count. And then the count needs to say numeric instead of string.
Where,
Oh, okay. So they have string, numeric.
Yeah.
Well, mine all say numeric.
Yours do. We can change it if you click on it. Do you see that, Jen?
Yeah, but I think that,
But which way?
I don't think that we should, I think the only one that should be numeric is the count.
Did you guys put totals in?
No, we're working on that right now.
So don't you think if the Democrat, Republican, and Independent should all say the same type? Whatever
Yeah.
type we choose, they should all say the same.
So I think it should be string, 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 and then count is numeric.
And then count. Oh, are we putting count at the bottom? I didn't do that under variable. Okay.
I mean, I'm just guessing. And then on accident, I accidentally hit number 5 and now it's wanting another variable and it's saying numeric and I don't know how to get rid of that, but anyway.
What is it saying?
Mine's having a number 5, but whatever.
Because like under width, is that what you're talking about?
So one is Republican, Democrat, Independent, count, and then number 5, it's just saying variable 4 and numeric, and I wish it wasn't there, but I don't know how to make it.
Weird.
I don't
yeah,
even have a choice to say count.
Okay, are you under variable view?
Yeah, variable type. Yeah, variable view, and then I clicked on it because mine said numeric again.
Okay, but
And so
when you typed in the name of Republican, then you can say string.
why am I picking string?
So then we're thinking,
Then they can put them together, the females and the males together.
Oh,
And the Democrat, and so they can keep it in different things. And then
Okay.
the count is numeric. Sorry, Beth, what were you saying?
and then what do I do for my totals? What is that?
We just put count for name and then type is numeric, but we don't know if we're doing this right. Brittany, where are you at with this?
at that exact same spot. So I was thinking now we're just going to put in the information.
Out of you. I'm so
So
not
now for data view, what are you putting?
okay. Data
Can we-
view, then I'm gonna go count.
I'm under Republican and I'm writing female 250 or what? I don't, oh, I write female. I don't know what I write.
I feel like we need a section like outside of this that says female
Same here.
and male. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, what is going on? Okay.
So maybe we should just do one with like parties and then gender,
Gender,
and then
parties and gender.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so we would have to manually put like Republican, like in cell 1, column 1, we'd put Republican. And then, oh,
We're
wait, that
changing-
wouldn't work either because we
we're
have to
changing
enter.
Republican. Yeah. This is so hurting my brain.
I don't even like know where to like start reaching. That's what's like.
I think now I'm just gonna go and start the data weight cases like Amy said to do it.
So what do you have on your, did you start a new sheet and does it have information in it?
I just did the Republican, Democrats, and Independent columns and then count as my total. And then all of the females are in row 1 and all the males are in row 2. And then,
And you just didn't label it female and male? Is that what you did?
I don't know how to.
Okay, maybe we don't have to though.
I don't know. That would be
And how are we
nice.
going to compare them if we don't?
I don't know. I'm waiting till I get to this point and then I'll tell you. Okay, analyze descriptive statistics. Crosstabs.
Okay, I'm entering it in. It's how they have it. But in our brain, we're going to know that number 1 is female. Emmy and Brittany, did you guys follow that?
No, what did you say?
So I put in the counts just like they had it in the table, but I just know that number 1 is female and number 2 is male. So it will just compare the two.
Yeah,
So I
and
put-
knowing all ones. Okay.
Yes.
So then you
under
put 250.
Republican, so under 1-1, I put 250. And then 1-2, I put 300. And then independent, you know, the third thing I put 50. And then underneath 200, 150, and 50. I don't know if it's right, but
I just tried
run them.
that. And then when you get to the analyze the descriptive statistics, you have to have 3 different things. You need something that goes with male and female.
total. It's not total. Okay, so Emmy, you were saying that to do a data entry, we do data and then weight cases.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we want the count, right? It's not go. Oh, weight cases by count. I just read something that said you do it by frequency or count variable only when you have summarized data. I don't know what that means. Okay, and then we go to analyze descriptive statistics, crosstabs to create a two-way table.
It doesn't work because we don't have, hold on.
Options. And we want the rows. Rows are across. We want rows to be male and female. We can't even say that.
So I'm thinking maybe we need to do parties and gender. So when we do the parties, that's where we put like the amount, and then the gender would be like 1 and 2, like we would have to relabel it.
I thought that's what we just did. We did 1 being female and 2 being male. And the parties were across the top.
Because I did Republic, Democratic, Independent.
Across the top or down the side?
Mm-hmm. Across top.
That's what we did.
That's what we did too. So what are you're saying different though?
Yeah, so I'm saying that we only need 2 rows. So one would be party, and then the second row would be gender.
Oh.
And so when we do the
Yes.
Wait, I don't get it.
So when we do the party, we'd put down like Republican, and then on the gender we would put down like 1, and then the count would be how much in that. So does that make sense?
So our number 1 on variable view is going to be party, and number 2
Yeah.
is gender, and 3 is
and
count,
yes.
and there is no 4. And are they all?
1 is party, and then what?
2 is gender, and then 3 is count.
So we need 3 females and 3 males,
I like
right?
this way better.
Yeah. And so
And then are
we
we
would-
stringing these together?
I don't know. Give me a second. Sorry, I need
Those
to
2 are,
step
should be
away.
string. Those 2 should be string for sure.
Which ones? The first party and gender?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I gotta learn how to delete a row.
Me too. I don't know how to delete my rows.
I just put total as my 4th one because I can't figure
Oh.
out how to delete it either.
Go right click on it, right click on the 3 or wherever you want, and then push clear.
Okay, wait, I'm not there yet. I'm gonna have to ask you again. Ugh. I'm having a hard time when I'm changing the name of it. I change the name of it, and then when I hit enter, it says you have a wrong character. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So after you're typing in the name, are you hitting enter? You're hitting tab? You're hitting, what are you hitting?
I can't remember.
It keeps saying this variable. Oh, it's because it's a duplicate. That's why it won't let me. Okay, so how do I delete it again? Delete a row?
So you click on the row on the side. So if you want number 4 deleted, right click on the number 4 and then push clear.
Okay. Now I'm having a different problem.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Did that not work?
It switched on, I think. Okay.
You guys doing that though now, I don't, when I go to data and weight cases after I have that all inputted, it doesn't give me any variables to use.
Did you change the? Did you change the title first? So don't do the weight cases yet. You need to change like the names first.
Yeah,
So we
I
need to do the
already did.
recode. And it
Oh.
still didn't work?
What do you mean I need to recode?
Yeah, so you go to, I think it's transform.
And then automatically
And then,
recode?
yes, because you need to do the male and female and 2.
So gender,
So once, like female can be 1 and male can be 2, or however way you guys want to do it.
Okay. Sorry, I was behind a little bit. So I think I've done the variable view correctly. It's string, string, and then numeric, right? Party, gender, count, string, string, numeric.
That's what I have.
Okay. And then on data view, what are you putting? How are you entering it in? So under party, Republican.
Computer.
And then the next thing you're writing female. And then count is 250.
Okay, so
All right, let's go back. So what we would need to do is for the first column, do Republican. Twice, Democratic twice, and Independent twice.
You mean for the rows?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the rows.
Yeah.
Right.
So in party one, we're putting Republican.
Uh-huh.
And then
1 and 2, it'll be Republican, Republican, and then it'll be female and male. And then the count.
Yes.
Okay.
do you guys have the count right there? Wait, the count, like the full total?
Yeah.
Totals that they say. So it'll say Republican female 250, Republican male 200, Democrat female 300, Democrat male 150.
So are we doing male first or female first?
Female, I thought they said was first.
Female.
Oh, it doesn't really say actually, but when they list things, they listed female first, so I just did female first.
I've got to go get Tank. You guys, he's having a meltdown, so I'm going to turn off my mic so you guys can't hear him crying, okay? Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm trying to pull up the data. Mine's going
So I'm not going to put the total because I feel like it's going to total up anyways on its
Same
own.
here. Totally agree. Brittany, I can tell you the data.
Will you? Because I'm going really slow. Okay, Democrat. So Republican females 250, males 200. Then what's
Uh-huh.
Democrat?
Democrat female 300,
Oh, hold on.
Democrat male 150,
Okay.
I think that's going to work.
Independent female and male, they're both 50.
50.
Emmy, thank you so much for telling the columns. That helps so much. I would have, like, my brain seriously was starting to hurt trying to figure out which column to put where. And anyway, okay, so now we go back to data entry, right? And do data weighted cases.
That's okay. So doing it that way, when we do the variable view, it automatically strings it because it recognizes it as string.
So we don't need to do this, is that what you're saying?
No, we're on the right track, what I'm saying.
Because
Because
it's
it's,
string numeric for us on the
Yeah.
type.
yeah.
Okay, but when I'm going to weight cases, I don't have anything over there to choose.
And you clicked on data. Is that data?
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
No, I just making sure I'm following. Let's see.
I'm trying to catch up here. My internet.
And all you have, do you have all you have? It's so slow, huh, Emmy? I don't know why the virtual's being so slow. So all I have is count. Is that what you have? Or am I?
I have nothing.
Oh, you know why? Highlight it. Let's see if this is it, because I only have count highlighted. No? Let's see. That might be crazy. Let's see.
So you did the gender recode, right?
No. Okay,
No.
is that what I'm
So
supposed to
do
do first?
Yeah.
So where do you go?
So you go to transform and recode automatic.
Automatic recode. And that's the very first thing we do?
Yes.
I gotta write that down.
And so female is 1 and male is 2.
Wait.
So we're at the variable. So we put in the variable party and gender.
Wait, are we doing party too, or the variable we're only doing gender?
We're just doing gender.
Right, and then we do gender recode.
Yes.
Okay, so once I do that, then do I just push OK?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then what's next?
And then you go to data.
And now we do the weighted.
That's correct.
And then we choose the gender recode.
No, we do the count because that's what's being weighted.
I don't have a count.
You didn't enter the count?
I guess not. I don't know what that means. I didn't enter the count. I don't know what
the
that means.
count is like female, Republican female is 250, Republican male is 200.
I put that on my data view.
Yeah, because I did exactly what you did, Jen, and I have a count.
Well, it says a count. It says party, gender, count, and gender recode. Now it says 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, which is great. But
You try to go weight cases and you don't see count on there?
transform, no, data. And then I go to weight cases. And the only thing that's there is gender recode that just showed up.
Yeah, because last time before we recoded, I even had count. And you
I didn't have
not.
anything.
Mine's the same as Jen's.
You don't have it either?
I've got the gender recode and that's it.
Me too.
Wow.
Okay, so maybe under variable view, my count, the type, I wrote numeric. What type is it supposed to be?
I have numeric
I have
there.
numeric. Yeah.
And then gender recode's numeric too.
Yeah. And I have an 8 in the width,
And
whatever that means.
My width says 11 and my decimal places says 0.
Okay, so I'm
See,
just going to
mine
work through
says-
it by myself and see if it works. Because if it doesn't, then there's no point in all of us trying to catch up to that.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen, mine says, my width says 8 and my decimals say 2.
Okay, well, I'll change that because I mean, I just want to be like you.
You know, we just we'll go down together.
So your width says 8 and your decimal places says 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about on your string one?
I have a
Characters.
party, my width is 5 and my decimal is 0.
Wait, on your string?
No, so that was on my width. So I have party, string, 5, 0.
Wait,
That's
wait,
like
wait. Party, string, width 10, decimal 0.
See, my width is 5.
I'll change
Mine's 8.
Why
I'll
are
change
they
it to
different? And then gender, I have gender, string, 4, 0.
4. Okay, that's good. And then count.
Okay, it worked. It worked perfectly.
Count is
All right,
8
I'm
and
gonna
decimals are 2.
Yes.
Share my screen.
Label
And
0.
gender.
Values none. All the way across. Columns are 10, 10, 11, and 14. I don't know.
See, no, I wonder what you did because my columns are 5, 4, 8, and 14.
Okay. Columns 5.
Mine are 8, 8, 8, and 14 for my columns, but my widths are all 8 and my decimals are
So
all
this
0.
is what I got.
Hmm.
Can you guys
How
see
did
that?
you get there?
Hold on, I've got to go over there.
Okay, I want to see your other thing first. Before that, please.
Okay. Oh, let's see.
I want to see the data set and see what I did wrong.
Yeah, because I swear I was copying you, Jen. That's the thing.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah, it's just blurry and small. There we go. Okay, wait. Which view are you under right now? You're under the data view. Republican. Yes, I have exactly that whole thing. Now click on variable view. I think this is where my problem is. Mine looks exactly like yours there, Emmy.
Okay, mine doesn't, but my other one is just like hers too.
Is that because you just changed it? 10, 6, 8, 1. Is that mine? Jen?
Emmy, mine looks exactly like yours. I just have a few different widths that I put in decimals, but I just put them to equal Brittany's because she had it too.
So mine and hers don't match. I mean, because mine's 5, 4, 8, and 1. Maybe the width doesn't matter. Doesn't it?
Right, that's what I mean. And your decimals. Oh no, I can't see it. I'm wondering if the decimals make a difference. But Amy, can you go back to your data set variable view, please? And then just scroll down a tiny bit. Yeah. Oh, the variable view.
Variable view?
Yeah, that's the one I'm having different. So your decimals say 0, 0, 2, and 0, 2. I mean, really, mine are the same except for how many columns and width it says, which I don't think should matter that much, would it?
It might just mean like how wide actual the column is.
Right, which shouldn't matter.
Is your measure correct? So is it nominal, nominal, scale, nominal?
No, I have nominal, they're all nominal.
I have
So
nominal,
change
nominal,
the-
scale.
So change,
You need to change
Yeah, ruler.
count to scale.
okay. And when did you do that?
It just did it automatically.
Okay.
So, but now that we know, we need to check on that before we start working on it. Beth,
Thank
did you catch
you.
that?
No, I'm sorry. My husband came home to take care of my little man who is having a
No.
meltdown.
Mine still isn't
Hmm.
there.
Oh, it's still not there?
I need to get my dog really fast.
So I go to data, weight cases, and all I have is the gender recode.
Hmm.
Maybe I need to save it? I don't know.
Count.
What are we calling
Yeah,
this?
because mine's there.
I'm calling this voting preference.
Okay. Have you figured it out? Maybe you just need to redo it because it has the weight scaled from the last time, so it's still not. Maybe you just need to do a new one. Did you do the the weighted cases last time?
Uh-huh. But I
So
don't wanna
maybe you just need to
enter that
redo
whole
it.
thing. I have to enter in every single thing again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Jen, I did what you told me to do. That's what's confusing to me.
Yeah, but my SPSS is different than yours. Remember how I always have to like be on my data to get my stuff or whatever? I'm wondering, maybe let me be on the data view and see if it works instead of on the variable view. Maybe that's it.
Does it look exactly like mine? Like the data?
Exactly. Yes, the data looks, there's not one difference in the data view from yours to mine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not getting any. The only thing that it'll let me weigh is still the gender recode.
Yeah, me too. But I just accidentally hit data and then I did select cases and it says gender recode or count. I just accidentally hit select cases instead of, so it's under other ones, it's just not under that one.
See, and even in select cases, I still only have the gender recode.
Mm. Did you change your one thing to scale?
I thought so. What? Show. How do I do that?
So under variable view with the data,
Yeah.
way on the right hand side where it says measure,
Okay.
it should say nominal, nominal, and then scale. And then is the last one nominal too?
Scale on count.
Yes.
Okay.
I only have nominal or ordinal as my options.
Okay. That's a problem. Hey, Brittany, on roll also, do they all say input? All four of them say input on the very right-hand side?
Mine do, yeah.
And then it says nominal, nominal, scale, nominal?
Yes.
Freak, what am I doing?
I haven't done anything past just seeing that it was there. So I don't know
Yeah.
if I'll have a problem once that happens. It just doesn't make sense why we're different.
Okay, let's get the quiz done and then I
Yeah.
can figure that
Let's
out.
just go with what you guys have.
Okay, so what is
Emmy has all the stuff.
okay?
So question number 5 is 2 because of the Pearson chi-square degrees of freedom right here. It
Okay.
says 2.
So
Hold on,
if it says
I've got to move my screen so I can watch what you're doing, Emmy.
if it says it
Okay.
in the chart, we believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where did you see that, Emmy?
It's right here where
Oh,
it
right
says
there. Okay.
Pearson's chi-square
Yeah.
and then 2.
Okay.
And it says and then number 6 are the requirements for conducting a chi-square test for independence met by the status set. I say yes because all of the parties right here on the expected count are higher than 5.
Okay.
But
So you
but I'm just not
You
sure
put-
which one.
Which one it has to be?
okay, so the test for this, I just read about this. It has to have expected count must be greater than or equal to 5.
Okay, so the first
So
one.
the first one. The stupid internet. Ugh.
7, what is the value of X2 test statistic for this problem? I'm not seeing that on her chart.
Is there any more information if you go down, Amy? Or up, or
Or we have
is
to
it just the bar chart and the 2 boxes?
So there's this.
Yeah, at the top.
Yeah. I just can't quite see it, but
Yeah, can you zoom into that top one?
This one right here, the
Yeah.
case process summary.
Yeah.
Let's see.
because it's in that output box, the X2, or you can just tell us what it says. That's the answer for number 7.
X2.
Yeah, that's the
I don't
test.
have an X.
Okay.
I don't have a.
Okay, let me just read what it says in the instructions in lesson 19. It says the X2 test statistic is presented in the output in the box labeled chi-square tests. The test statistic is given in the row labeled Pearson chi-square and in the column labeled value.
Oh, okay.
So what is that one? Round to 3 decimals.
Let me highlight over it. So it says 16.204.
Okay.
So 0 cells have expected count less than 5. The minimum expected count is 40.
Okay,
I don't know what that means.
so I think that just means that we have at least 5 expected counts, so that just confirms number 6. But for number
Okay.
7, you said the test statistic was 16.204, and they wanted us to round it to 3 decimals, so that's it.
Okay, what about
Okay.
the p-value?
P-value is 0.000303.
Oh,
0, 0, 0.
yeah, so it's just 0.000.
Okay.
So
So because it's low, there's,
Reject the null.
yeah, which means there is sufficient evidence. What am I even looking for here? What's my null hypothesis, you guys?
So there's definitely sufficient evidence, and then remember
That
with this,
gender and voting preference are not independent.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
They're not independent. Good
So
job.
the first one are not independent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Gender and voting preferences
Yep.
are not independent. Yep.
Nice job, Beth. Whoop whoop.
Finally got it, you guys. 3 lessons from the end of the semester.
Yeah.
No, better late than never, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now are we doing the chiropractor one?
I hope so.
I don't have
Oh my gosh.
all set. Good job, Emmy. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for
I hope
saving
it's right.
Me
If it's
too, because
not,
that would just suck.
Don't bite your tongue.
oh, seriously though. I still can't figure out how you guys got that because mine, I don't even have the measure values that you guys do. I'm gonna have to restart. Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, chiropractors. Yes.
You and
Thank you for giving
I
me
did
the
the
data.
Okay, so wait, on this one we don't have to do a recode?
I think we still have to recode the location.
So do you do the recode before you do the weighted case?
I'm going to.
I have a count for weighted case.
Yeah. We'll see if I do.
So wait, what's the consensus? Are you guys recoding something first?
I'm recoding the location.
Are you guys recoding
I'm gonna recode.
before you do anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please be there. Please be there. Yes! I have count, you guys.
Okay, wait, so
Maybe check the variable data and see what it gives you on the count. Just to see what.
I'm sorry, I'm
Mine
not.
says,
What?
no, just like you did it. Count is numeric and it's to scale. I don't know why I didn't have scale at all. So
Transform, automatic recode, and you chose reason or location?
Location.
And why did you choose that?
Because that's the grouping variable. It's got Australia, Europe, and United States. It's the three things you're comparing.
But I'm just wondering for the exam, how can I decide that?
It's always going to be the categorical, because this unit is just based on categorical. It's not quantive.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I hear what you're saying. That doesn't make sense, right?
So,
You saying hi?
so it's for the
There's so many. There's count, and so like, and location could be a category. So could the reason.
So the reason
Charging.
why, Jen, is because location is the only thing that's like the same that like you can group together. So there's Europe, that's a location, Australia, United States, those are locations. But the reasons are not like, so there's like different reasons for those locations.
Okay.
So you just want to group up the location. It's like the gender. We group the gender up because there's only two different types of gender for the party, but there's one party.
And now you guys went to weight cases and you did weight cases by count, correct?
Yes. Make sure to change weight cases by.
Right.
Can you put over count?
And then is there anything else we need to do?
And then we just do the analyzed descriptive statistics and then cross tab.
Brittany, you following?
Yes. My computer's just really slow, so I'm barely following.
I have boxes.
But I'm at analyze descriptive statistics, and then is it explore?
No, she said it was cross tabs.
Okay. How am I gonna remember all this?
I don't know. And what are we doing for rows here?
So rows would be reason, and then columns would be.
No. Wait, because
Did I
then
get backwards?
Yeah, you did it backwards. So your location is going to be your rows, and the reason, because it says so in the notes. I don't know. I'm reading it right now.
And then before you hit OK, you go to statistics and you go to chi-square.
Wait. Sorry, you go to statistics and then you go to chi-square, okay?
And then you hit continue. And then you go to cells. And then on the box that says counted, there's like, it says a check on observed. You also check off expected.
Okay.
And then you hit continue.
Wait, do we take off the observed? Oh, no, check both observed and expected. Is that what you said?
That's correct. Yeah. And then before you hit OK, on the bottom, there's like a check box for displayed clustered bars charts. Go ahead and click that too.
Wait, Emmy, why did you do the uncheck expected parts?
Wait, tell me that.
Because that's what it says in the supplemental videos.
Okay,
Oh.
what was that last thing that you said? After I did statistics themselves, what was the last thing?
You check the displayed clustered bar charts.
Okay, thank you.
And then the expected is because that just gives the expected formula to it.
I have the biggest headache. I think this is my, I don't. I'm excited that I got a box. I'll try not to cry.
All right, let's breeze through this.
Okay.
All right.
Are they satisfied? The
I
counts
say
all look
yes.
really big. Yeah. The degrees of freedom, it says, are 8.
Yep.
The X2 test. No, I don't know where you found that one, so let me browse around a little bit.
So that one is under
Isn't
the
it value?
yeah, it's
So the 7.436
Wait, where did you find it?
in the chi-square test box.
Oh, it's the value?
so it's 7.436.
Okay, but I need to write down that X2 is the value on chi-square test.
7.436.
And it's the Pearson chi-square and not the likelihood?
It's always going to be the Pearson chi.
I remember I read that out loud to you guys, but thank you.
And then p-value is 0.0. It's the asymptotic significance two-sided. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry.
I haven't found that yet. Let me see.
It's in that same box, the chi-square test.
Oh. And what?
The 0.9490. Yeah.
0.490 is the, and this is, what are we finding here? This is the p-value?
P-value.
This is so confusing.
I do remember reading that part.
Me too, but
Not that it's that helpful. So 0.49.
So since it's higher than 0.05, so we failed to reject the null.
so
So that-
insufficient. And then, but what's the second part?
Chiropractors are not independent of location.
Yeah, there's no other insufficient one. Well,
Well,
there's
there's
not
not enough evidence.
which is, I guess, the same thing.
So
Yeah.
there's not enough evidence to suggest the people in the United States. No, that's not it. So there is
Yes.
insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation to visit the chiropractor is not
Independent
Independent.
of location.
So the second one.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure about that one.
I agree.
That one's worded funny.
Yeah, there's insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation to visit a chiropractor is not independent. That means it's insufficient that it is dependent. I think
I think it's the D.
Yeah,
yeah.
but wait, what are they asking first? Let's make sure. Do people in Europe seek it for different reasons? But this says just for the United States versus other countries.
Well, let's look at the bar really fast because that might just be the answer.
I thought we were just supposed to redo our location and the motivation to visit the chiropractor are not independent is our null or our alternative hypothesis.
It is. Location and motivation are not independent is the alternative. So location and motivation are independent.
Wait, so when we fail to reject, we restate the alternative hypothesis or the null hypothesis?
We fail to reject would be. Wait, what was your question again? Sorry.
That is
So
a great
failing-
question.
When we fail to reject, it's insufficient. We've already established that. But we're saying that there's insufficient data to suggest that motivation and location are not dependent.
You state the hypothesis, not the null hypothesis. You restate the hypothesis.
So
We would be saying, we would like it, one of those choices to say that location and motivation to visit the chiropractor are independent. So we need to have it say independent.
there's not that option.
I know.
I'm
but
just
that's-
gonna go for it.
I think
On
it's
which one?
B still.
You putting B?
I think it's D.
I think it's D too. So you're gonna try and see what we get?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Okay. I need some chocolate.
Pass it on.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. No joke, I really was gonna go find my son's Halloween candy.
All right. So it looks like 14
Oh.
is wrong. So
that
it's
the
not D.
only
So yeah.
So we're
So-
right on everything else though?
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
Yeah, I
who's
still think it's B.
okay, enter it. Let's see what you get.
All right, I'm submitting.
Man, we got lucky.
I can't believe that. Not that I understand it.
Didn't get lucky. Emmy freaking saved our butts today.
Yep, it's B.
Okay, we need to get that question figured out because I don't understand why it wasn't D and it was B. Or unless
I
Beth,
just-
you want to explain it to me.
Well, because when we fail to reject, that means that it's insufficient. And then I've always just stated the alternative hypothesis is the second part.
Yeah. And the fact
Yeah,
that it threw
that's
you
what we've done.
states in there, it's doing all three of them. It was just weird. It's so weird. That's why we question it. I mean, we
Yeah.
thought it was that one the first time,
Yeah.
but
Those are always gonna get me. I just can't like it just doesn't go through my head. So
no, I found out which ones I missed on the exam, and I was actually just going over it today, and I want to go over them with the stats tutor, and so I saved them. And where is it? I'm missing. Anyway, I wrote down all the ones I'm missing, and 5 of them were either deciding which test to use, or on that, like where I know what the hypothesis is and the null hypothesis, but I just can't state it in a sentence, you know? Anyway.
I haven't even looked at them. I
So
just
where
barely
did
got my
you-
things I did wrong.
So you messaged Brother Balls to see which
Yeah.
ones you got wrong?
I
Yeah, he'll
emailed,
send you
asked him
them.
which ones I got wrong, and then I emailed you guys a copy of the blank quiz or exam, which we weren't supposed to do. So I was like, don't show anybody else this, because if somebody
Maybe we should stop recording.
yeah.
So
Anyway, but it's